Hey everyone, welcome to your backstage pass into my life as a teen Beachbody coach. So for some of you, you may have known me for a long time, maybe even my whole life, and then some of you may have never met me at all. So I just wanted to kind of share a little bit about my history. I'm from a small town in Indiana called Scottsburg, and I was raised there by my parents. My mom and my stepdad. My dad actually passed away when I was 16, and my parents actually separated when I was 5. My stepdad they separated when I was 4. My stepdad entered my life at age 5, and I really was raised by him most of my life. And my dad, I would go and visit, and the kind of whole custody thing where you with one parent some weekends, you're with the other parent another weekend. That was me. So my dad passed away when I was 16. He got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer in May. And so it happened really quickly, and he passed away in July. So that's really kind of shaken me my whole life, and it's really what's motivated me to become a health and fitness coach, because I learned so much more about foods and how foods interact with our body and how it affects us in our health. So that's what pushes me, and that was my why of becoming a coach, which, oh my gosh, guys, this took me forever to understand what my why was. I say forever, but it really took me months, I should say. It took me months, and I realized that my why was so deep, I didn't even get into it until I really became a coach and started learning other people's whys and really got into learning more about myself and my own personal development. So that was my big why. I have 2 sisters. They're both older than me. They're 10 and 11 years older than me. And I have, 4 nieces and 1 nephew. My first niece was born when I was 14, so I've had a lot of experience with kids from a young age because I was her first babysitter. And now she's my assistant. So growing up, my mom was always into working out, and she was really into just taking care of herself because she wanted to look good, and it was important to her to be healthy. So from a young age, I started going to the gym, the local YMCA, with my mom, probably at age maybe 12 or 13. But even as a child, I remember going to the gym and playing on the stationary bikes, and she would be working out, and I would be playing when really she was instilling that health and fitness already in me at a really young age. We were a family that did not go out to eat very often. My stepdad was very much a steak and potato guy. We never hardly ever ordered pizza, which for some people may seem very unusual, but we didn't. So we were really a pretty healthy family. We would have the occasional Cokes, and we would have the little Debbie treats at our house, but for the most part, we ate at home. My mom and I went and worked out every weekend. Through high school, I did track for 4 years. I was not that great at it, but it was something I enjoyed doing because I liked the atmosphere of a team and being involved in something. So that's another reason I love being a Beachbody coach, because I am part of something I'm involved in, and I'm connecting and I'm networking with other people, which, sometimes when you get out of college or get out of high school, you don't know how to do that anymore because there's not that many opportunities. There's not that many, events and social events to join. So that was one really cool part about being a coach, is that I'm now back into that, team environment, which I loved so much when I was in high school. So I went on to college, and I went to U of L. I got my bachelor's degree in dental hygiene, and I moved to Louisville probably about my 3rd year of college, and I met my husband my last year of college. I should say now husband, my last year of college, and so we met, and we dated for 3 years and got married. Sold our house, built a new house, and then a year after that, we had a baby. So that's life, right? Bam, bam, bam. So life was busy, crazy, and we were really just kind of getting our feet wet with being new parents. And so I went back into dental hygiene, and I cut my hours. I went from 5 days to 4 days, which was great. But it was really a struggle for us. It was a struggle because we couldn't do as many vacations as we used to be able to do. We couldn't spend money like we used to be able to do. We couldn't go, all the concerts we wanted to go. We couldn't spend that extra money. So that part kind of stunk. And, it led us into, okay, do we want to try and do something else? Like, we wanted to be entrepreneurs, and we didn't know how to be entrepreneurs. I wanted to be a part of health and fitness. So I thought, maybe I'll go back to school and be a nutritionist. I'm really into this. And, when I had Reese, I started learning a lot about foods, because what happened was I wanted to know what I was feeding her was good for her. Why I didn't care about what I was feeding myself was good for myself, I don't know. But when you have a kid, it just kind of changes you, because you kind of look at the whole world differently. And that includes what you're putting in your body. So, I thought maybe I want to be a nutritionist. So that's where our story kind of starts with the coaching, because I really didn't want to go back to school, and I was really passionate about health and fitness, and I just didn't know what to do with it. I needed to find something I could do that wouldn't take a lot of time. I needed to find something to do that would be on my own time. And I needed to find something to do that was worth my time. Okay. So here I am now as a coach. I joined in 2014 of June. It's been really successful. I'm super passionate about it, and so I'm very driven with it, and I'm very much a go-getter because I love it. So, to really be someone successful, that's one thing I want you to know. You want to be that lover. You want to be that go-getter. You want to be able to help other people while also changing your life and changing the life of your family.